for Donald Trump himself, I think. So definitely Trump will have more to say in the Polish politics. The camp, the law and justice, the political. Okay, so what was happening? I think the Democratic camp had a lot of hopes that yes, Trzaskowski is a president, despite all the data that were actually analyzed earlier. And then the reality came, and Karol Nawrocki was the most popular candidate, and he won by almost 400,000 votes, which is a pretty good result, taking into account the polarization and division of Polish society. So Nawrocki is definitely pro-Trump. He was obviously showing it during the electoral campaign. He is, I would say, in the line, even maybe more radical in his thoughts about the European Union than Meloni, but stands somewhere next to Orban. So also it's a very difficult situation for the European Union and for the model of the European Union. It's a good empowering of the whole MAGA project in the Central and Eastern Europe as well. As we know, America. He is a person without any political background. He was picked up by Jarosław Kaczyński, being a person who is acceptable for all of the parts of the law and justice. But at the end of the day, I think he is even more radical or more conservative than Andrzej Duda was. If we would like to compare the representative of law and justice, Karol Nawrocki is definitely more into the MAGA direction, let's say, than Andrzej Duda used to be. All the bad stuff, but what is important also, he is a person in supporting the Ukraine. He seems to be more standing by kind of ambiguous approach made by the White House. So Poland has this mixed model when indeed the president's role is to represent Poland, is more ceremonial, but also he can veto the drafts of law that are being passed by the parliament. So he has a direct influence on what reforms, what laws are coming into force. And still, I mean, there is on the way, and it was one of the promises, very important promises, to restore the rule of law according to the judgments of the European courts. It's not going to happen because Karol Nawrocki can and will block all the reforms.
President vetoes it.
It will be hard in the terms that we are in this political campaign to the parliamentary elections in 2027. I think Nawrocki will kind of a dual government at the same time, so the president having a big influence on the actual. We are in this political campaign to the parliamentary elections in 2027. I think Nawrocki will block everything that Tusk is offering. He will not make life of Tusk any easier because he has to give more credibility to the law and justice political camp. Definitely Trump will have more to say in the Polish politics. The camp, the law and justice, the political camp of Karol Nawrocki will be also cooperating much more with Trump, saying that in 2 years they will take over the power. So I think it's a good empowering of the whole MAGA project in the Central and Eastern Europe as well. First, I think the Democratic camp had a lot of hopes that yes, Trzaskowski is a president, despite all